What's going on, Battlefielders? It's Mess here again, and this is my first video of the new year, and with this one I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. This is a gameplay commentary of a recent domination game I had on Dawnbreaker. It's just a public game. Not really anything spectacular, but a decent round from a individual standpoint. Now I'm playing without any of my teammates from my clan, Team Requiem, and I don't have any friends or squad mates with me. So basically I'm kind of running solo in this one. And I thought it would be a good round to basically talk about good practices in domination and I guess Battlefield in general as an infantry player. I'm going to talk about best practices, general tendencies. I'll analyze the gameplay as it unfolds, talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I'll also analyze mistakes because there probably will be a lot of them, and hopefully both you and I will be able to learn from this experience. So let's get started. So starting out on the map, obviously you're going to spawn with everybody else and you want to help capture the nearest flag. So here it's going to be Charlie on Dawnbreaker for my team. Now typically you only need one guy to stay back and capture the flag. But you know, it's free points, so hey, why not, right? Go ahead and take them. At this point, I want to take the high ground. I move out onto the deck right above the B flag plaza. This, to be honest, is actually a bad position. It's a bit exposed. But I do manage to take out one enemy and immediately get on the burn. I'm taking damage, so I need to drop a health pack and stay under cover while the flag is burning. This is a crucial tip just for domination in general. If the flag is burning, you don't need to expose yourself. It's on the enemy to come to you. So now that I've taken the flag and we've kind of established the burn, the two flag advantage, I'm moving back into this area that I call lounge. Great position to overlook the B flag. But you notice immediately I don't stay for long. Now the reason I do that, and here I take out a guy in the hallway. The reason I didn't stay for long is there was a large group of players there already, my teammates. And when I see a rock pile like that, I start thinking, okay, maybe there's a hole somewhere else that I need to go plug. I'm obviously not needed right here, so it's a good idea to kind of move on as I jump on top of the bus there. A little bit of bunny tracks, acrobatics there. Now at this point, B is flashing. I can see that on the minimap, right above the minimap. We've lost it. So I'm right in an opportune position to push and take Alpha as I knife a window that wasn't there. Now, again, get in a good position, drop my med pack, stay on the burn, and don't peek until the flag is yours. At that point, you can set up into a position to either cover that flag or move towards another one. Dat netcode. Gotta love those 1 HP trades. So pretty good start. At this point, we are not in a position that we typically want to hold. I don't like the AC hold, the two gimmies. I like, you know, holding an AB or a CB hold. So myself, I will be looking to hopefully try to move towards B as I'm just getting completely surrounded. There's nowhere to go there. So at this point, I've got no one to spawn on, just taking a random spawn and immediately under fire. So the other team, they have us in the triple cap scenario. They are getting set up to hold us on the spawn and doing a nice job. So you really kind of need to slow play this scenario. And I realize that's counterintuitive to what you might think. Hey, we don't have any flags. We need to get a flag quickly. Well, yeah, that is absolutely true, but you need to be methodical about it. The team is doing a nice job of keeping us pinned here. You don't want to just waste your death by running blindly towards a flag to try to start the burn. You need to make some kills and make a calculated approach to a flag, hopefully with some teammates to try and take it and then move on to another one. So there, I didn't actually survive. I managed to take out a few players, got a good spawn. My teammates have taken Bravo and Charlie, so now we have established the burn. I'm going to get back in that high ground position like I said before. Whoa, watch out for the Claymore. Almost ran through that. So getting back into lounge in this overlook position on Bravo, setting up, and again, getting some easy positioning kills. This is one thing about this spot. You are prone to nades there by players that are good with their aim with nades. So lucky. We were both reloading, but just too many. You know, to be honest, it might have been best to get behind the counter and drop the med back there because it kind of eliminates that right flank because I'm so concentrated on what's in front of me with all the players at Bravo, you kind of lose sight of your open right flank, and that's why I went down in that scenario. So a bit of a mistake there, being too exposed, getting a bit too over anxious trying to rack up all those kills. At this point, it's a close game, so I'm getting quickly onto Bravo to reestablish that burn. My main goal in playing, I mean, obviously, I want to stay alive because I help my team best by not being dead, and obviously you waste tickets by dying. But your ultimate goal should be to hold the burn as long as possible. That's just a 2 flag advantage, potentially 3 if you can, but you don't necessarily need to press the issue in that respect. So you see, we've taken B, we've got plenty of guys there, so I'm falling back to establish a better position, and I get caught with my pants down running around a corner by numb kickers. And that's one thing that I need to learn to do less, is sprint so much. Now, I'm just so anxious to get moved into a better position that I don't, check your corners and play smart rather than just running around all willy-nilly and you run into easy kills like that where someone takes you out. So here, you notice, immediately after that death, I've slowed it down and racked up 3 decent kills, getting a revive, and I'm trying to get a revive there. Glitchy game, guess not getting it. But yeah, like I was saying, I slowed the game down a little bit. I played smart, played behind cover, and was able to rack up a couple of kills. Now, look, we've actually lost the lead at this point. They have the 2 flag burn, so you're going to see me press the issue a little bit here on Bravo. Immediately getting on the burn. I like this spot. You see me go to this very frequently here on Dawnbreaker. It gives you a great head glitch vantage point there on Gap where you see me take out the flash, and I can watch what we call cut and catwalk there that I was just looking at. And then I'm moving up to this pillars area. Now here I'm being a little bit aggressive. We've taken B. I probably should have just established a good position to watch B, but a little bit. It's paying off here. I'm in a good position. Probably could have taken out a bunch of guys there if the other guy hadn't with his shotgun. And you'll notice me not being too aggressive, reloading strategically, dropping med packs strategically. You don't want to get caught with your pants down. Peek around corners. Nice double kill there. Falling back, reloading, dropping a med pack. There's another kill. Watching my ammo here. I'm down to 17. I know I'm close. Switching to the pistol just to be safe. At this point, I've wasted a lot of time fragging. Well, not necessarily wasted. I'm trying to make a move on A. I just kind of got caught in a rock pile of them and actually went down. So now they do have the AB burn, and I need to, or we need to, as a team, collectively try to take one of these flags. Again, for my spawn, I pretty much always go for Bravo, unless I think there's just too many guys there and they've already maybe killed me a couple times while trying to take it. Now, one thing that I highly recommend just in general as a battlefield tip is your situational awareness. Try to improve it. There are many ways that you can be aware of your surroundings and aware of your current situation. Now, one of the best ways to do that is to use the mini-map. If you hear gunshots, look at your mini-map. It's going to tell you where it's coming from. If your teammates say they spotted someone, look at your mini-map. It's going to tell you where that guy is at. Look at the ticket count to see, okay, are we in the lead? Are we comfortable? Are we behind? Obviously look at the flag indicators to see, do we hold the burn? Do we need to make a move for a flag, or are we comfortable? Can we sit back and hold this for a little while? Situational awareness also applies to your health and your ammo. Be aware of how much ammo you have. Be aware of how much health you have. Be aware of your positioning and any exposed areas. As I talked about earlier, I was so focused on getting some kills on B, I wasn't watching my right-hand side. I left that exposed. And you can't always leave that to your teammates, because in pubs, your teammates are just going to kind of do whatever they want to do. They're not going to always cover your flank whether you see them there or not. So again, this spot I favor up in lounge, right above Bravo. And again, my general approach for taking a flag is to get in a good position outside of the perimeter of the burn, kind of assess the situation, try to get a couple of kills, and then move in for the burn, preferably with some teammates to actually take the flag. And you'll see I did not check my corners there. 2 guys to my right, I just kind of ran right up to that same spot almost telegraphed the spot I was going to, and an easy kill for them. So that was a mistake there, which cost me my life. I really didn't have to run up to that spot. I could have dropped below the stairs, and you can be on the burn there, but you're a bit more exposed there. Now, another thing to discuss is hipfire versus ADS. Now, in general, in this game, I think the hipfire I think it sucks, just not to mince words. It's not nearly as good as it was in Battlefield 3 with most guns, so even if you tailor your loadout for hipfire with a particular gun, it's not all that great. So I like the ADS most of the time, unless it's just super close quarters and you don't want to waste any time actually ADSing to get some bullets off. So now at this time, you'll notice it's a pretty close game. We're still in it, but they have established control of C, and A and B are both taken. I'm trying to take Bravo. You'll see me camping under the stairs. It's that spot I was talking about earlier, but I know they're up here in lounge. They're sitting prone, so nice job taking those two guys out, and it looks like I'm going to try to establish this position as we have taken control of C. With it being such a close game right now, this is an instance where I want to hold. I don't want to push. I got to trust that hopefully my teammates are going to do their job and try to hold C, and I'm closest to Bravo right now, so that's what I'm going to try to hold. And I see that it's burning. I try to jump down to get on the burn because I'm almost dead anyways. And, of course, they take me out. That was probably a bad move. I probably should have fell back and tried to survive a little bit longer, potentially allowing teammates to spawn on me, but it just didn't work out that way. So now we're looking like we're in dire straits. We are down by about 20 tickets. And they have the 2-flag burn. I'm in a good position to move up the left flank, and at this point it's a decision to go for Bravo or Alpha. I think I go for Alpha here, and I think that's the smart move to make in this situation, because they're likely really bunched up on Bravo trying to hold that and won't expect me to come to Alpha. And it also happens to look like my teammate has a beacon there. He gets taken down, so I know there's someone there, and my teammate's spawning on me, so we are going to be able to take Alpha. So this was, I think, the right move. But as soon as we take it, we need to probably move to Bravo. And this was... That was actually a poor move. I jumped around the corner, just completely exposing myself when I could have just peeked and probably taken that guy out and potentially his teammates. So really just a bad move there on my part. And at this point, we're probably just going to lose because our teammates will likely in a pub spawn, waste these final tickets from dying, despite the fact that we do have the 2-flag burn. I believe if our teammates did not spawn and waste the tickets, we potentially could win it and just burn them down and get the win, but not everybody realizes that, and it is a pub, so overall a pretty decent performance. There are probably more mistakes that I didn't quite point out. But I think this was a good analysis, and I hope it helped you. I hope you learned something from it. I know I did. Definitely saw some of my mistakes and things I can improve on, things I did well. I encourage you to do that yourself if you can. Record your gameplay, watch it back. Even if it sucks, you can learn a lot and improve as a player. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, I'll try to do more gameplay commentaries in the future. If not, tell me it sucked and I'll stop doing them. But until then, we'll catch you next time. Happy New Year to you.